As I mentioned before in one of my videos, essentially this society structure in which we're living was created in industrial times, and the purpose was essentially to convince people and teach people to be implemented within a system in which people would have to work pretty much their entire lives. And the reason why this was originally created was because there was a need for workers so that the technology itself on the beginning of industrial times could develop. So essentially, the whole structure of the school system and the mass media communication just taught people to become employees so that they could serve this purpose of working for others in order for those people to be able to do what they want in their lives, which was to develop technology and discover new things over the course of the years. But now these times are changing because of AI. The most recent developments, if people are on track, they will understand that effectively AI is developing itself in a way that allow humans to be set free of this work structure in which they are implemented today will no longer be needed moving out in the future. And because of the developments to be so fast, it won't take long till actually humans can be set free. So essentially, this could mean a number of things. And I know that people may be scared because they can be out of a job. But you should realize one thing, which is the industrial times in which we were forced to work pretty much our lives was something to serve. And most people are not aware of this. But before these times, we actually used to be much happier than what we are today on a standardized level, just because we were living lives in a way of meaning for us, lives that eventually add up to who we truly are, and not lives to serve a purpose that we don't even want to serve, but we think is just the way everyone's doing, so we should just do the same. So essentially, what it means is that moving in the future, the same will happen. So you will be set free out of work, and you will see that actually you don't have to work. And the reason that I've developed this system in which I'm setting people free out of work is essentially because this is a reality today that people are just not aware of. Because the economic system is built up on such a way in which money itself is going down perpetually in value, you keep working for something that is losing value over time. So that's why you're working so much. But the moment you understand this and you shift the money you have to investments, which is pretty much everything that appreciates over time, that shifts the perspective over all the economic system, because essentially the money you have can provide money to you, so therefore you don't have to work anymore. So what this means is essentially moving in the future, people will understand this, and at the same time, because the machines and the AI will be so much better and more profitable and even better on execution compared to humans, what this means is that everyone will have a lot more money than what they have today. Money will be abundant for pretty much everyone. And because of it, essentially, money will be provided in different ways for humans to live and have a balanced lifestyle like they never even remember to have, because most people are not remembering anything from previous industrial times. And even way before this, we had ancient civilizations on the planet that were living on a totally different way than what we live today. And in order for you to understand the reality in which you do not belong, you have to really go deep into studying a number of things that most people never spend time doing. And at the same time, a lot of information was just in a way forbidden, so that the access to it could not be provided because it didn't serve the purpose of humanity to think they had to work for this entire life, that it's pretty much what's happening. But again, the things will be shifting and better times will come. And this is why the world's being shaken today and so many things are happening. Essentially, the curtains are falling and pretty much everything will be set clear. Everyone will understand what will happen moving forward. And we truly have a magnificent world in which not only the people that figured out how the system truly works will be living in the paradise, but also everyone will be set to have the same opportunity. And again, this comes again to the point of view that I have, in which I always wanted to free people out of this prison reality in which people are living, and they're not even aware of it. But essentially, we're here all together at the same time and in the same place. And we're pretty much realizing that we can grow and prosper all together as one, as we always should be doing. We just forgot this. But way before these times, we were really living like this. And this is essentially one of the biggest essence that you can take into your own life, and it can really transform your life in a way that you live in an amazing and beautiful life, because your life is not about yourself. Your life is about everyone, including yourself. And once you start to live this way, you really start to live in a life that you thought it was not possible for you to achieve. It's just because we are part of all the same thing. So this is why we thrive, not only by us, but by others. So if you live like this, and if you try on your daily life to implement this for others and for everyone to grow and prosper, essentially you understand that your purpose is much bigger than what you thought it was. And at the same time, you'll be much more happier than what you are today. And again, there's a big misleading in terms of happiness, because people don't even live for happiness. People forgot this. That's why it seems that is not important. But the more happy you become, the more you understand how important it is. And is essentially what really matters in life. If you come to understand that most people that are extremely rich are just willing to give away all their money just to be happier, and there's people suffering because even though they have so much money, they are extremely unsatisfied with life and extremely frustrated because they thought money was a solution. And then after they have so much that it doesn't matter how much they have, because they can buy whatever they want. They understand they're as happy as they were before. So they understand they were taught a lie. A lie in which everyone thinks or believes that it's the truth, but it's not. Because if you realize today you're probably way more wealthier than what you were years before, there and even thought that happens, you're not happier today than what you used to be. In fact, there's no correlation between money and happiness, but there's a big correlation in the way you live and how you believe things should move on, and at the same time for you to provide to yourself and to the others. Just like you're providing to you, you should do to the others as well. And then life has a lot more meaning and becomes way more beautiful.